What's the difference between a flexi flip and the regular flexi? Hi, my name is Bria and today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about flexi flips, about regular flexis, and give you some tips and some information so that you can decide which one is best for you or when you might pick one over the other. So the original flexi looks kind of like this, right? It's got a nice little centerpiece on it. It has this pin that holds your hair, right? The flexi flip does not have that centerpiece on it. So it's just the pin and then this beaded portion of it. And so this pin, you can flip it over. You can see it's curved here. And so you can flip it over so that it holds a smaller amount of hair or so that it holds a larger amount of hair. And I love the flexi flips because of the versatility. You can use them for different types of hairstyles because you basically get two sizes in one clip this way. The regular flexis with the centerpiece, they come in 7 different sizes, starting all the way down from the mini all the way up to the mega. So mega would be if you have very, very long hair, very thick hair, you've just got a lot of it that you need to manage and get all up on your head. The mini is for like baby fine hair and everything in between, okay? The flexi flips, they only come in 3 sizes, but each one is going to give you 2 different sizes that it can pretty much accommodate. And so this one that I have is a small flexi flip, and it's about the same size on the small side as our extra small flexi. And on the larger side, it's about the same size as a small. I find that these flexi flips, they run a little bit more generous in the sizing. They're a little bit more slippery than the regular flexi is. And so for example, I use an extra small flexi to do my half up. I use a small for my ponytail. When I do my hair with one of these flexi flips, I use the small side for both a half up and for a ponytail. Because if I put the large side on the ponytail, it will slide out. It's just a little bit too big. And so part of that might be just because of where the sizing is. It is possible to be kind of between 2 sizes. And so if you're between 2 sizes, I always suggest that you size down when you pick your flexi. But that's going to be even more true for these ones. You want to go a little bit smaller if you are in doubt about what size you need, because these ones just have, they're a little bit more forgiving in the sizes, just a little more generous. And also I find that they're just a little more slippy. They don't have quite as much grip as the regular flexis do. And that's some feedback that I've gotten from some of my customers as well, is that the flips just kind of have a little bit more of a slide factor. My hair is really, really slippery. It's very sleek, straight, it's oily. And so it does have that really slippery quality to it where it's kind of difficult to manage. So what I like to do for my flexi flip is I use these little rubber bands, just plain old hair rubber bands that you can get at any old drugstore. But what I do with it is I put the rubber band around the pin, and you can wrap it, 2 or 3 times. It just gives it a little bit more texture to hold on to. If your hair is really, really, really slippery, sometimes it just needs a little extra help. And so that is a little tip that I always use for my flip especially. Okay, so to give you some examples of why I love my flexi flip, you get a variety of different hairstyles out of one clip when you're using the flexi because you've got a couple of different sizes that you can work with. So a lot of the time what I like to do, especially in the summertime, is I will start the day off with my hair half up. It keeps it, back out of my face. and then the length is just down. But by the time the afternoon comes along, it's really warm and I want it back into more of like a ponytail, and so I will do that. I'm also going to show you a style that we like to call the tails up, and I'll show you a little variation for long hair that also makes it look pretty cute. So to do the half up, it's pretty simple. You're just going to kind of sandwich your hair. You're going to use, for me, I'm going to use the small side of the clip because I'm not putting very much hair in there for the size that I have. So I'm going to make sure that the pin is this way. And I'm just going to gather up some of my hair. Okay, I have the pin flipped so it's on the small side, and I'm just going to bring the beaded part over, and then there's the half up. So when I decide that I'm done with the half up and I want to go ahead and put it to a ponytail, it comes out very easily. The pin just quick releases. So it's just going to go like that, let go of the hair, bring it down into a ponytail. And I also use the small size for my ponytail, but your mileage may vary. It just depends on how your hair fits in the clip. Okay, so the third style that we're going to talk about today is called a tails up. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to act like you're doing almost like a French twist. You're going to wrap the hair up onto your head. You can use the same size clip as what you use for your ponytail size when you do this, because you're pretty much just using the same amount of hair that is in your ponytail, and you're just going to put it up on top of your head. But it's really nice because it gets it off your shoulders, away from your neck. If it's one of those days where it's just really, really hot and you just need to be able to like breathe a little bit, it's very nice for that. So you're just going to take and twist up this way. Okay, so now that I've got it up here, whenever you do like an updo style, you want to make sure you grab hair from this side and from this side. You want to make sure you get it from both sides so that your hairstyle is really firmly attached to your head. So we're going to start here, we're going to go under to the other side, and then we're going to secure it. Now, if you have shorter hair, what's going to end up happening is the little tails are going to stick up, and it's going to be kind of a cute, messy, chunky kind of look. If you have curls, it's going to look really cute. But if your hair is very long, like mine is, you're going to end up with basically a waterfall ponytail. And so with this kind of ponytail, you can't really see the clip in there very much. So I do like to use my Flexi flip with this style because then I don't feel like I'm missing out on seeing the centerpiece the same way that I do with the regular Flexis. And it's just sometimes what can happen with the centerpiece on these Flexis when I do it this way, because my hair is so long, is that sometimes the actual center part will kind of do funny things with, grabbing onto strands of hair and stuff like that. And so I just like to use the Flexi flip, or I like to use my sport clip to do this kind of hairstyle, because the sport clip basically works the same way as the Flexi flip. You get a smaller side and you get a bigger side, and so you can use it for different types of hairstyles. If you have enough room in your Flexi flip based on the size that you bought, you might even be able to do something like a ponytail and an updo. With this size of Flexi flip that I have right now, I'm not able to do that. I have a little too much hair. Mine is very long, and so there's a little too much to get it all the way into an updo with this size. I would need to go up to a medium Flexi flip if I wanted to do that, and then use the small side to do a ponytail, and then use the larger size for my updo. So compare your sizes, right? On the website, it has a little comparison showing you, the small Flexi flip, what sizes in the regular Flexis, that compares to. Just be aware that it is going to have a little bit more space in there. It's going to be a little bit more slippy, the Flexi Flip will be. So just give yourself a little bit more space as far as the sizing goes for that. So I hope that this was helpful for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some new ideas for some hairstyles. And I hope this helped you decide whether you want to try a Flexi Flip or whether a regular Flexi might be more along the lines of what you need. Or maybe you're like me and you want both of them, just use them for different things. If you're enjoying my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give me a like. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless.